Okay, so week one, 2020/2021 NFL season. Jeff, this is probably going to be really ugly, but I think that we should at least we have to get our picks out there. It's been a long time. We were so money last year, above 500 for the season.
Way
So
above. Yeah.
way above. I'm thinking that we need to get some picks out there. I don't want to include the Thursday night game, but let's we could give our opinions on it, but it's probably going to be too late anyway to get it out there.
Well,
But
they already
let's
missed. They already missed our Thursday night picks were on our special line. We already hammered that. Already made that win. So let's just move on to Sunday.
yeah, maybe they'll catch one of our infomercials where we give out that repeated 800 number every five
Yeah.
minutes and talk about how we wine and dine the high rollers and stuff like that. But
Yeah. So we're 1-0. So let's get on the Sunday.
let's get on to Sunday. I would love for you to direct where you're going first here. Which game has the most interest for you on Sunday?
All right. Well, I don't want us to get bogged down with our favorite team, the Eagles, but I'm starting there. I'm starting in Washington against the new look Redskins, if I'm allowed to say. Probably not.
No, you're not.
Uh,
I'm gonna bleep that out.
okay. The Eagles are a road favorite, giving 5.5. I've listened to a few local podcasts, and everyone is very bullish on the Eagles. And although the Eagles ended up covering the Washington game week one last year, I just don't see. Yet I love the 5.5, and I'm taking Washington.
So you're taking Washington getting 5.5. So the
Yeah,
Eagles, yeah. I'm not. I mean, I don't know that I want to touch this game because. So who's my quarterback with Washington? Is it Haskins?
it is.
Okay, so Haskins is the quarterback. Yeah, I mean, good. God bless you. Good luck to you. I'm not going to touch it. I mean, for me, it's not that I don't want to bet against
Don't
the
you have to
Eagles.
pick? Yeah, but don't you have to pick the games? It's the Eagles. It's not part of
Okay,
the.
I have to pick the game.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then I know I agree with you. Then I have to take the 5.5. I don't love Washington's offensive situation. However, I like their defensive situation a lot, and I don't like the Eagles'
Me too.
protection right now. I'm not sure how well they're going to be gelling for Carson. So God forbid he's
They're
out
act-
on the run and getting hit.
yeah. A lot of the locals are making it sound as if the Eagles are just gonna, first of all, dominate their offensive line, which probably they will. But on the flip side, I do not see the Eagles dominating this defense. And to just think,
No.
listen, I'll be happy when Deshaun has 100 yards and a touchdown, but I'll wait till I see it.
Will you be
People think,
happy when he's out then the following 11 weeks after that game? Because I think that's what happened last year.
yeah, soft tissue issues or injuries that is are not the Eagles' strong suit. So
No.
and now I'm all for Deshaun being having a great game, but
Can you remind me who the Eagles receivers are again? So we have Djax, we have
yes,
Alshon Jeffrey, who's probably not going to see the field this
no,
year. Or is it?
he's still injured
Yeah, he's
or
still
he's on
injured.
whatever the new. So this weekend it'll be Greg Ward, JJ, Arthega-Whiteside, and Deshaun
Arthega-Whiteside.
Jackson,
Yeah.
and then your Ertz and Goddard. I mean, and and then Miles Sanders. I mean, the offense should be potent even there before you even get Rager might be playing. You never know, but
I
at
don't think
worst,
so,
those
though. Yeah, I think he's out. Yeah, you're right. I mean, they should be okay, but I think the Washington defense is going to be way better than probably a lot of people expect. And I think we've certainly heard Lombardi talk about that, and I believe him. I listened to him. I think he's probably correct. So, yeah, I'll take the 5.5 with you. So, unfortunately, we're on the same side, and that means we'll both have the same record if this one comes out our way. So that's a real bummer.
that's good.
Uh,
2-0.
I all right, yeah. So let's move on. I'm gonna go up to Buffalo,
Mm-hmm.
where there are no fans there. There are no fans anywhere watching a game, and I think that's unfortunate for Buffalo. But I like them laying 6.5. I'm just gonna take a roll the dice here. I don't know much about the Jets at this point. I don't even know if Bell is playing for them. I'm not even sure if he's going to be on the field. So I love Buffalo laying 6.5. I feel really comfortable with that. I think that they're going to dominate the Jets defensively, and they have enough offensive firepower to probably run up the score just a little bit.
Yeah, I don't have much of a counterpoint there. I think you're right. The Jets are a mess. I don't necessarily want to lay that many points with the Bills, so I won't. But if I had to, I would take the Bills.
Now you're scared. What are you scared of? What are the Jets going to do to keep pace?
I don't know. I mean, well, it'd be wise for Week 1 to just be scared of everything. I think.
Well, right. I mean, I'm not. I wouldn't be making any picks honestly if I thought about it that way. But we have to for the public.
Of course. I just I don't know who said it. It might have been, we listened to the usual suspects, but someone said something like, what if Stefan Diggs starts freaking out when, he's wide open and Allen just can't get him the ball properly. That's I just want to kind of see that work itself out.
Okay. All right. I understand. I mean, I'm not the biggest Josh Allen believer or truther or what have you, but I don't know. The Jets to me are pathetic. It's been a while since I've seen Darnold do anything, but okay. You get the next pick. I hope you're keeping track of
Yeah,
these, by the way.
of course, of course.
All right, good, good.
I'm go down to Atlanta. I have the Falcons getting 2 at home from the Seahawks, and I like the Falcons to win outright. I think this
I don't
is
understand this. I've heard somebody else say this. It might have been Simmons. I'm on the opposite side of you, but go on, please.
I just want to give them a chance. You know, I feel like they've just been fucked over by just injuries and it just snowballs their team away. But I just feel like they give them a fresh start. They can finally kind of like almost relax. I just I don't know. I don't know why I like Atlanta here.
They have Gurley now as their running back.
That's
Is
why
that
I like them. Yes, Gurley.
so? Gurley pushing you over the edge on
No,
Atlanta.
who's the tight end they have now? I think he's going to help.
Oh,
Uh,
Hayden Hurst from Baltimore. But I mean, they
yeah,
had a good tight end. They had Austin whatever the hell his name is, Hooper.
Hooper.
Um,
Yeah,
he was good. He departed, of course. What was the name of the departed? It's Austin Hooper. Um, so I don't know. Hayden Hurst, he should be fine. I mean, he was good. He just didn't get any playing time in Baltimore because he's going up against Mark Andrews. So I like the Falcons. I mean, there's a reason why this is a close line. I just have a hard time seeing Seattle lose week 1, but sure, in Atlanta.
and then
I'm
yeah.
taking Seahawks.
Okay, good. We need
So
to disagree.
we do. We're on opposing sides. There are no other 1 o'clock games that you want to go to, huh? Are you done with the 1 p.m. games?
I might be. I'm a soft in love with the Patriots, given 6.5 at home to the Dolphins.
Yuck.
I I think the Colts. I think the Colts will destroy the Jaguars, and I think it's going to be very wise to just bet against the Jaguars like early and often. And I don't see how they can be even competitive. Actually, yeah, I'm going Colts -8.
Colts -8. I can't argue with you there. I'm on a wait and see with Philip Rivers. I don't know. What if he's like a complete mess? I just don't know. I don't trust him. So I'm staying away from that. Obviously, I'm not gonna take Jaguars in the points. They're pathetic.
No, you
Um,
can't.
but I respect your pick there. I mean, the Colts should
And
annihilate them.
and the Vikings are favored. All right, they're given 2.5 at home to Green Bay. Um, I rushed to my phone to pick the Vikings in our pick 'em pool. I think Green Bay is just a bunch of frauds, and they did nothing to help themselves. Aaron's got to be pissed, and him being pissed just doesn't win games anymore. And I'm all in on Justin Jefferson. The Eagles should have drafted him. and I don't think they're going to miss a beat with Diggs gone. How's that going?
Okay, this is great because I'm on the opposite side, of course.
Well, yeah, your boy.
I did my boy Rogers, but no, I mean, I think if anything, I do think Minnesota is going to lose a step without Diggs. So now it's who's it, Thielen and Jefferson,
Basically, yeah.
and then their tight end Rudolph, who's like 100 years old at this point, but I guess in football years he's okay. Yeah, I like the Packers. I mean, I think Rodgers. And I've probably heard somebody else say this. I think Rodgers is playing pissed off this year. They didn't draft anybody for him. They only drafted somebody who's going to end his career or looking to end his career or replace him, be the heir apparent, like Jackie Jr. So I'm down with Aaron Rodgers this week, getting 2.5. I love it. Week 1, they win those close games, and this is another one they're going to win. So this is Packers plus 2.5 for me.
Okay.
No other 1 p.m. games. I don't really want to touch Lions Bears. I'm not in love with Cleveland Baltimore. That could be a little bit scary. Okay, all right. Let's move on to the 4 o'clock games. Who do you like in the 4 o'clock hour? 4:05. You like the Chargers Bengals?
I, I, God, I hate to say I want to take the Bengals here. I don't
You're
know.
insane.
I know I haven't watched Hard Knocks yet, and I have Joe Mixon on my fantasy team, and I'm a little all in on the Bengals, and I just missed Burrow in my other league drafting him. I just don't. I don't know. The Chargers on the road early in the season is something different there. The quarterback is worse. Derwin, what's his name, is out for the year. You know, the only reason that these guys were competitive is gone. I don't know. I,
I don't know. It's one train
I
wreck playing another. The Bengals have like the worst defense in the league. I mean, the Chargers do still have like Austin Eckler. They do still have some talent on the offensive side. I heard somebody saying they love the Bengals. Oh, it was Simmons saying how much he loves the Bengals receivers. I'm not getting it. I think like the Bengals fall on their faces again. Too many people are hyping them up. I am anti-Bengal.
well, I think AJ Green. I think you need your head examined to draft him. But I did give a hard look at Taylor Boyd as a keeper, and I thought he was going to be your go-to guy, and by all accounts, Mixon is going to be, you know, beyond the workhorse. Like I'm
Of
very
course.
excited for
No,
him.
but
So
Mixon's he's top 10 running back, no doubt. I love Mixon.
and
But hold on,
it'll
you
be
you
very.
showed you showed
Yep.
your age. You said Taylor Boyd. It's Tyler Boyd. Come on, let's keep it professional here. We don't want to be that show that's putting bad first names out there.
Ah,
It's just pathetic.
did
But
you
go
hear
on.
Lombardi this week? He like reacted to someone complaining about the Sopranos references. You went off. It's
Oh
funny.
yeah, yeah, he's insane. I love it.
I agree with him. Fuck that. Sopranos are great. That's all we talk about too.
That could have been me, my alter ego, that put that complaint out there. Remember, I was bitching about it before. I said he's going to the well too often. Maybe it was me in my sleep. I got up, I
Oh, I
sent
love
in a
it. I can't get
complaint.
enough. I was watching The Irishman last night for I don't know the 20th time already. I can't get enough.
I know. I finished the book finally this week. It took me forever to get through. Like it, my God, it was like so long and meandering. It was literally, it read like it was being spilled out of this guy's mouth. That's
As,
how,
as,
that's how like back and forth and zigzaggy it was in terms of plot. And it's not really plot. It's like history, like what he said happened. But good book. But I gotta say, the movie, the movie is like 1,000 times better. This wasn't a case where the book was better than the movie.
okay, I was thinking about that because I bailed on that book back in November too, and I was like, I gotta read that again or try to.
You get to read about every single labor union argument, or him, Frank clipping this guy or clipping that guy, and he basically just clams up all the time. Like I think Frank Sheeran just clammed up a lot when he would start talking about something juicy. He'd be like, "Oh," and he would realize it and catch himself, and he would hesitate in naming names and stuff. Outside of the fact that like he implicated himself, but he even I think that guy John the redhead, from the movie. Remember John the
John.
redhead? He drove him to whack Joey Gallo. He was the driver. John the redhead.
Oh no,
Yeah,
I don't know. Yeah,
you've
sure.
how many times you watched The
Yeah,
Irishman? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay.
I don't know. 20. Yeah.
Right. Well, on your 21st rewatch, pay attention to the guy that's driving up to whack Joey
Okay.
Gallo. Yeah, that guy was a part of a number of hits that, he should have been more prominent in the movie, honestly, but he wasn't. Yeah, so it's interesting. But no, anyway, I sidetracked us. I agree. I love The Irishman. I love all the references. I just prefer it when I'm the one doing it and not somebody else.
Fair enough.
Is that honest enough?
Uh, I don't. Yeah. So yeah, the Bengals and the Irishman. I mean, it's hand in glove.
Perfect together.
I don't know.
So you,
I don't know
so
if
you,
I'm picking that.
oh,
Go
I
ahead.
talked you out of it.
Yeah, I don't know. The 4 o'clock. I just kind of want to sit back and I would love to take the Cardinals, but God, actually, that is a pretty juicy line, 6.5.
It
Uh,
is.
That's my like. I don't know what to think with the Saints Buccaneers. Like I probably think the Saints covered that, but that's another one. Like it's so hard this week. There's so many things happening. It was like the most um, uh, intriguing offseason in the NFL in years. But I don't
Well,
know. This is what I'll do. Here you go. This
yeah,
is
let's
just
get a
for you.
pick out of you. I'm getting a lot of stories and rambling, but not a lot of picks. It's happening.
I like Frank Sheeran at the end. Come on, just pissing my pants. All right, here we go. Little parlay. You got this? Maybe a teaser. Either one. Bengals, Cardinals, Saints. There you are.
Bengals, Cardinals, Saints, and that's just straight up.
No, no, with the lines.
You're
Let's do a parlay.
got it. Okay, so Bengals +3, Cardinals +6.5, Saints -3.5.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not on that one. I'm definitely not touching Bengals Chargers. But I will take Cardinals +6.5, and unfortunately, I like the Bucks +3.5. I think it's just two rag arms against each other. I know the Saints are supposed to go to the Super Bowl and win everything this year. They start out slow, and I know Brady's with a new team. I just think there being no crowd in New Orleans, I think Tampa Bay can keep it within 3. So I like that extra half point there. So I'm taking them plus
Okay.
3.5.
I can't argue. I just threw that parlay out for the fuck of it.
It's the battle of the rag arm old QBs, though, right?
Well,
Can we
I
call
mean,
Brady a rag arm yet, or is he still
I
like?
don't think so.
All
Not
right,
no, not comparison to Breeze. Breeze is a I don't know. It's not even close. Brady still has a better arm, but I could see that being fucking what 21-0 easily Saints first half, and then you see some not even Brady stuff, but just the kind of a comeback.
no, I
I
agree.
don't know.
I hear you. It should be a fun game. I'm looking. I
I
hope
just
it's on TV.
yeah,
It's got to be, right?
that's a good point.
Yeah,
It's the 425. It's 425. I'm sure it is. Yeah, it has to be.
yeah. That'll be the. I mean, God, I hope I don't have to watch like the Bengals Chargers, and then they don't have a. There's got to be that game on Fox. That NFC game. So yeah, we'll get
It has
Bucks.
to
We'll
be.
get
Yeah.
Bucks Saints. We'll get Bucks Saints. Okay. All right. Let's speed this up here. So
Yeah.
and by the way, those. I mean that Bucks Saints game. That's probably one of the ones I'm looking forward to the most. Besides this 8:20 game on Sunday night, Cowboys at the Rams. Who do you got?
Love, love the Cowboys.
Yeah, I do too. Unfortunately, I'm sad about that, but I do.
I think, in fact, I'm scared how good the Cowboys are going to be, and I don't, when the Eagles barely squeak out a win against the Redskins, and then we fast forward to just, Dak 350, 3 touchdown passes, one to each receiver, maybe two to CD Lamb, who we Eagles also should have drafted. It could be potentially be our worst nightmare of receivers that the Eagles should have drafted, just scoring endlessly every Sunday.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I'll boil this down simply. I mean, I think everything you said makes perfect sense. Then I got Goff as the starting quarterback for the Rams. Okay, so that's right off the bat, that's a
Yeah.
problem. And the Cowboys, it's so early in the season. It's too early for them to screw up yet. They usually save that for like say week 12 through 16 or 17 rather. That's where they really start to collapse. So, yeah, I love the Cowboys laying 3 here. I don't care that it's in LA. That means absolutely nothing. Um,
The
whether there are fans there or
the
not.
yeah, I'm not even factoring in fans or no fans or any of that shit. I'm not really giving that much thought at this point.
Well, we got to wait
Uh,
and see on that.
yeah, I'll tell you what I have been thinking about is the commissioner in our fantasy league is a Cowboys fan, and when he asked us what we about Dallas, we all kind of laughed. And the more I thought about it, I'm like, what the fuck was I laughing about? Like,
I didn't laugh. I was staying silent. I was like,
uh,
I'm not gonna give credence to what he says, but he was correct. So I just hung back there. I didn't
well, yeah, it
chime
was
in.
like my natural reaction after 8 years of Garrett is just, well, why would I take this seriously? And I'm not even taking McCarthy seriously just
No.
yet. It's not like he was a master, but I have to say I'm a little scared, and I think I'm going to be terrified Sunday night.
Yeah. Well, I mean, look, I'm excited. I got 2 Cowboys on my fantasy team. Not that I'm not gonna get into that for people to hear, but that's the only reason why I would ever be excited about watching the Cowboys win because I'm hoping that my 2 players are participating in that. But yeah,
Who, yeah, Zeke and who? I have Cooper.
yeah, same here. I got
You have
Cooper.
Cooper? Yeah, yeah, me
Yeah.
too.
All right. I'm only interested in one more of the remaining 2 games on Monday night.
I'm
If you
sure we're on the same page here.
well, go ahead. I would love to hear it.
Uh, Speaking of another murder that's going to happen, the Steelers giving 5.5. Thank you. I'll
So
give that
Steelers getting 5.5. You mean
giving.
Steelers giving 5.5 against the
Yeah,
Giants?
yeah. I'll lay that all day long.
I'm definitely on the same page as you. I wanted to play around with that Titans Broncos game, but
Oh
that's
yeah,
just I did. But you know what? I'll probably underestimate the Broncos, and I don't want to do that. It's too early in the season. I kind of need to see who they are. Like Drew Lock was looking
I like Denver
decent.
there.
Yeah, I do too. It's tough to go against the Titans. They finished so strong last year. I don't know. I just don't like that one. I kind of need to see how both of them play. But yeah, I'm with you. The Giants are an absolute train wreck. Obviously, Garrett's there. I heard Freddie Kitchens is like the tight ends coach. Like they're just a mess from top to bottom, right?
Yeah,
I don't know anything about
yeah.
Joe Judge or whatever his name is.
They'll be
And
running laps when they have holding penalties.
right, it's the New York Giants. Daniel Jones might be fine, but this feels like a perfect early Monday night game where the Steelers just it's like a romp. I could
Yeah,
see them. I could see the Steelers winning by 10 on this one, if not more.
and you know, and to the other game, not to say that the actual playoffs, there's not a huge spotlight on that, but I think now it's almost more like the light of day of Tannehill and oh shit, here's the old man moment. Who's the running back? Fucking
Who? What?
what's his name?
Oh
Tennessee.
God, Saquon. Oh, Tennessee. Derrick
Yeah,
Henry. Sorry, I thought you were
Derrick
talking about
Henry.
the Giants.
I mean, is Derrick Henry really going to run over the league again? I don't know.
He's done it
Uh,
a couple years in a row, but typically it's the second half of the season. He just like picks up steam. It's so weird. He doesn't usually do a whole lot in the first half of the season, honestly. But they're different this year. They got the quarterback, from the get go. Every other season they're starting out with Mariota trying to do something else. Now they got Tannehill, and they know what they got in Henry. I love the Titans. I think we just kind of have to wait and see if was Tannehill like a one season sort of a flash in a pan
that's
kind of thing.
that's what I'm kind of thinking
Yeah,
for now.
I agree. All right. Well, we made a lot of picks, so people can
We
go
did.
back and replay for themselves and listen. I'm not gonna recap them; it gets too confusing. But
You sure? I'll do it.
yeah, go ahead. You can do
All
it.
right.
Lay it out for
All right.
people.
We both took Washington getting 5.5. You have Buffalo at home giving 6.5. Seattle giving 2. I'm the opposite side. I took Atlanta getting the 2. We're on the opposite sides of Minnesota, Green Bay. You have Green Bay. I have Minnesota laying the 2.5. I have the Colts -8. Cards, you have the Cards getting 6.5 in San Fran. You have the Bucks getting 3.5 in New Orleans. I have the opposite in a parlay. Saints, Cardinals, and Bengals, and then we both love the Cowboys. And I did you take the Pittsburgh as well? Or
I
just me?
did. I did.
Okay, we both had the Steelers.
It's kind of a
So
bummer.
our
We're
head-to-heads
on the
are
same side on a lot of these games, but
it's
I
all
guess
right.
we'll see. It's
Yeah,
not
we're
as
probably
exciting
wrong
for
on all of
people.
them.
Well, that's fine as long as you're not outpacing me. So that's fine. All right. I think that's it.
Yeah,
We did it.
get ready to cash the checks,
Yeah, get ready to
cash the
run to the
tickets.
get ready to run. People don't cash checks anymore. Get ready to run to the ATMs, people. Enjoy the games.